gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what's going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Beato the Vito. I've got Brock in here with me, and we are going to be playing 2,000 points of Grey Knights versus the White Scars. That's right, the White Scars are riding back into battle, bringing them back out of quasi-retirement. As the filming of this bat rep, I've been playing a lot of Thousand Suns, and I'm sure you are all extremely tired of playing them. I'm a little bit tired of playing the Thousand Suns, so I'm going to be playing a little bit more of the White Scars. But if you would like to be in Brock's spot, please go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the deets. You know the drill. So let's take a look at the armies and the board. Taking a look at my 2,000 points of White Scars, I have played this army before, and I found it to be pretty effective, so I'm going to take another stab at it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at my Warlord. It's going to be a captain on bike, my Rev captain. He's going to be having a Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield. For his relic, it's going to be the Shield Eternal, which gives me a 3-up invulnerable save, and any damage that I suffer, I have it. So essentially he can survive a little bit longer in the game. Additionally, his Warlord trait is going to be Storm of Fire, because I do have tons of bolters in this army. So each time I roll a wound for a 6, for any chapter or so of White Scars in my army, in the shooting phase, the armor penetration is increased by 1. So all these bolters can potentially have AP 1 on their bolters, so that's going to be pretty cool. Next time we're going to have an Apothecary on a bike. Next to him we're going to be having, I should move on to elites actually. We're going to have 5 company veterans on bike. The sergeant has a combi plasma. All of them have plasma guns, and they're all going to be having storm shields, so I think we're having a 3-up invulnerable save. Into fast attack, because I do have 2 Outrider detachments. We have an attack bike with a multi-melta. We have a bike squad, 6-man, with the sergeant with a power axe and 2 plasma guns. And then we have 2 identical bike squads, each with sergeant with a power axe and 2 plasma guns in each. And now moving into my dedicated transport, I have a nice sweet off-white repulsor. It's going to be taking the 2 Crackstorm grenade launchers, a twin las cannon, heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, a onslaught Gatling cannon, 2 times storm bolters, the Icarus ion heavy stubber, and the auto launchers. Leading my other Outrider detachment is going to be my Librarian on bike. His psychic powers are going to be Might of Heroes and the Null Zone. As for the units that I'm going to be taking, we have, again, a 6-man bike squad, very similar equipped to how all my other bikes are. Sergeant with a power axe and 2 plasma guns. 2 units of 3 bikers, each sergeant with power axe and double plasma gun. We have 2 attack bikes with multi-meltas, and then for dedicated transport, another sweet off-white repulsor, equipped exact same as this repulsor over here. And that's going to be exactly 2,000 points. It's actually 2,008 points, but Brock and I have agreed, because we're both a little bit over. And since this is a friendly game, we're okay with just being a little bit over. And I know some of you are wondering about the rule of 3, which is that I can't have more of 3 of the exact same units, and essentially I have a ton of bikes over here. But with White Scars and here at MiniWarGaming, sometimes we don't tend to use the rule of 3, so I'm not going to be... and rule of 3 is more of a suggestion for tournament play, and because White Scars are cool, I'm going to be taking a ton of bikes.
Yeah, they're bikes. They're really cool.
Yeah.
As many as possible.
Exactly. So let's go ahead now and take a look at Brock's Grey Knights. Taking a look now at 2,000 points of Grey Knights. Brock, where would you like to start?
Well, I'm bringing 2 detachments, so let's take a look at the battalion first.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so this is the battalion detachment, and we're bringing 2 HQs. The first one that we have is the Nemesis Dread Knight, the Grandmaster in the Nemesis Dread Knight armor. He's got a Dread Fist, Gatling Silencer, a Heavy Incinerator, and then the Nemesis Greatsword. And for psychic powers, he's going to be bringing Sanctuary. Then next to him, we have Voldus. I should say with the Dread Knight, he does also have his teleporter too. So for Voldus, he's coming in with his standard equipment loadout, but then for psychic powers, he's bringing Sanctuary, Gate of Infinity, and Vortex of Doom. Okay, so now with the actual squads, we've got 3 strike squads coming in. The first one here, we've got 4 guys loaded out with their great swords, Nemesis Force swords, and we also have an Incinerator. They're going to be coming in with Astral Aim for their psychic power. For the squad with the falchions here in the front, we've got 4 guys with the Nemesis falchions, and then we also have a great hammer on the Justicar. Okay, so with the strike squad here in the front, most of my stuff is WYSIWYG, but the Justicar isn't. He's the one with the hammer. It's just going to be a full squad with falchions, and then they're bringing in Hammerhand. Okay, so for the strike squad in the back, they're going to be bringing in a full squad with Force Halberds, and they're going to take the Sanctuary, or Vortex of Doom psychic power. Alright, and then coming into the back, we've got 2 Venerable Dreadnoughts for our elite choices, both of which are going to be bringing Astral Aim. Both are running twin las cannons and twin auto cannons, and I know that technically that's supposed to be on this side, but I just modded it. So. Alright, and here is the Vanguard detachment. We have Kaldor Drago coming in for our headquarters. I know he's got a huge base, but I just wanted to have a cool thing for the Chapter Master. Standard loadout, he's going to be bringing Hammerhand and Vortex of Doom for his psychic powers. And then next to him is just a standard Brother Captain. It's not Stern, but I don't have any other models. He's got a Relic, Fury of Deimos. He's bringing in a Nemesis Force Sword and psychic power of Purge Soul. Alright, another model that's not WYSIWYG is my Apothecary. He's coming in with a Nemesis Warding Staff, and he's going to be bringing the Vortex of Doom Sanctuary power. Next to him, we've got a Paladin Ancient. I'm going to be spending 1 of my 9 command points to start so that he can also be bringing the Banner of Refining Flame Relic. He is going to be carrying a Psy Cannon, and he is also going to have Sanctuary as his psychic ability. Alright, next to them are my Purifiers. They're going to be coming in 10 strong. It's a mixed bag on them. We've got 2 guys with warding staves, 2 guys with halberds, 2 guys with force swords, and then 4 guys with falchions. Alright, and then the last thing for the Vanguard detachment is my Land Raider Crusader. It's going to be coming in with Hunter Killer Missile, Hurricane Bolters, Storm Bolter, and Twin Assault Cannons. Alright, and then I forgot, Warlord is going to be the Nemesis Dread Knight. He's going to be coming with First to the Fray.
And that's going to be 2,000 points of Grey Knights. This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. The mat itself is from Table War, and all of the terrain that you are seeing on these icebergs and the buildings are from Adam from Greenleaf Terrain. And I suppose a little bit of a narrative flair for today's bat rep is we are going to be fighting on a frozen lake, this kind of abandoned frozen outpost. These buildings are slowly crumbling down into the ice, and the White Scars and the Grey Knights are setting up for yet another paintball match, because why would White Scars and the Grey Knights, agents of the Imperium, be fighting once again? But now we're going to be fighting in this snow-capped lake outpost. But I kind of like the fact that the buildings are slowly kind of crumbling. We have buildings of different kind of layers all throughout the board, so I kind of really like the fact that we get to use this kind of a watery map, and the buildings are kind of slowly crumbling down with the really cool ice terrain. And we are all set up for Tactical Cascade. The way this works, because we're doing a Maelstrom mission, and the way this one works is we actually draw 2 cards, the actual cards that we want. So we went through our decks, and we'll actually show you which cards that we drew. And in terms of drawing cards, we actually don't draw them at random in the normal sense. The only way that we can draw cards is by scoring objectives. When we score that objective, we are able to draw 2 cards. And that's essentially how we draw up to a maximum of 6 cards. However, at the end of the game, however many cards we have in our... Sorry, if we have 3 cards, for every 3 cards that we have in our hand, we will lose 1 victory point. So that could be a really big deal at the end of the game. So we're going to take a really quick look at the cards that Brock and I have decided to pull. I immediately decided that I'd go with Area Denial and Overwhelming Firepower. I thought Area Denial because it's immediately right at the beginning of the game, so I thought that could be a really good call for something maybe going first. And then Overwhelming Firepower, I do have tons of shooting in my list, so that way I thought would be really good. And maybe with Area Denial, I can get in the middle of the board really quickly, and then even if Brock does decide to go in the middle of the board, I can bait him with Area Denial, because he was able to see me taking Area Denial, so then I can bait him with Overwhelming Firepower if he does go in the center of the board. As for Brock, what did you decide to take?
Okay, so pretty obvious for Grey Knights. I mean, everything is psychic power, so I went with Master of the Warp, score 1 for just manifesting any psychic power, and if you do 3 or more, then you roll for D3. Psychic Communion is the same thing, but you have to manifest 3 to get 1 and 6 to get D3. So I thought it would be a good way to kind of start. I mean, I'll easily be able to get both of the cards just by having Grey Knights.
Yeah, you can potentially get a very early lead. We decided to go with a front line assault. That's what we managed to roll off. The way I set up on my board here is I've got my 2 repulsors, which are essentially protecting all of my bikes. We have the 6-man bike and 6 with 2 3s in the middle. Another 3-man biker squad over here. On my right flank, I have an attack bike and a unit of 3 bikes. And then moving over onto my left flank, another attack bike, my big blob with the veterans, my warlord, the apothecary, followed by the librarian, and another attack bike. As for Brock's forces, we have the dreadnought over here on his right flank. We have the Land Raider, and there's some guys in here?
Yes, he's taking the Purifiers. They did combat squads, so there's 2 squads of 5. He's taking the Apothecary, the Brother Captain, and also the Paladin Ancient. So that's potentially, this is going to be charging up the board with 18 mortal wounds from smites.
Oh, geez. Then moving down onto objective number 5, what do we got over here?
That's just the standard strike squad, and then also Voldus is kind of chilling in there.
We then have another dreadnought hiding behind the glacier, and then these were the Purifiers?
No, those are the other 2 strike squads.
The strike squads.
Yep, you've got the Halberds and then the Falchions.
And then you've got a bunch of guys in Deep Strike Reserve as well, right?
I've got the Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight armor, and then I've also got Kaldor Drago sitting over there as well.
The White Scars will be going first unless the Grey Knights can seize the initiative. Hopefully not.
We're going to try it.
Ooh, no, getting
not even
a
close.
1. So we're gonna go We're gonna go right into White Scars, turn number 1. Jumping right into my movement phase now, we're gonna start with the repulsor, and it's gonna go 10 inches up. Same thing with the other one, going all the way to there, blocking off objective number 1. Attack bikes can go full 14 all the way up to this glacier right over there. Same thing with my other attack bike, going 14 and keeping company with his buddy boy. We're going to start moving up some of my 3-man bikes. We're just going to go zip to here, and then the other two will follow along suit. And the other attack bike squad will follow along suit. Right into there. Oh, ba-boom. So yeah, this is 2 separate squads. For my 6-man bike squad, we're just going to move on up to here, getting within a rapid fire range of our plasma guns. The 3 bikers just going to here. I think for my big squad of bikes here, we're just going to move them on up as well. Just making sure to get within range of, I mean, we're within range, but within line of sight. Actually, on second thought, if we go with our, because we got tons of movement, if we go right over here, we'll have a better line of sight to these guys. Yeah, so that's where they're going to end up going. My librarian's going to zip on over to here. I think my attack bike is just going to shift over to here, to save him a little bit for later. Actually, I lied. On second thought, we're going to zoom him right to there and maybe take some shots through that window. And then with my bikes over here, we're going to zip them 14 to right over here. I'm thinking I'm happy where these guys are. They might come in as like a relief force. So I think I'm going to keep this blob where they are for now. On second thought with my librarian, he can get pushed a little bit further because he may need to do a little bit of work with his smite. He'll probably get denied, but you know what? I'm going to push him a little bit further up. Jumping now into the psychic phase, librarian closest enemy unit will be Valdis. So we're going to go for a smite, looking for a 5. And we get it with a 7. I imagine you want to stop that one.
I'm going to try.
All right.
So I get +1 to my rolls, so that's stopped.
With an 8.
9.
Oh, 9, yeah, put the +1.
Yep.
Null zone is out of range, and yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. So that was eventful. Going right into the shooting phase now, we are going to start with some bikes. We're going to go with this 3-man bike squad. Let's go into Valdis, see if we can do some damage on him. We're going to be firing everything we've got into him, and we will supercharge the plasmas.
Come on, ones.
All right, we're going to start with the plasma, the first guy hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 1, and then the second guy getting 2, so we got 3 in total. We are looking for 2s to wound, getting 2 wounds. You do get your invul save.
4 up invul.
Ooh, so he's going to be taking 2 damage. And then the bolter's going into him, looking for 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. You got your 2 up save.
We good?
He will take 1 wound.
All right, down to 3.
Second squad is going to be doing the exact same thing. Right through the window. Starting with the first plasma guy, looking for 3s. Oh, it was teetering on a 1. And then the second guy. Oh, we're going to get 4 hits. Looking for 2s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. Looking for a 4 up invulnerable save.
All right.
Ooh, so he's going to be taking 4 damage. You want to spend a command point to reroll that?
Yeah, gonna try it.
Oh, good. All right, so he's going to have, what, 2 wounds left?
1 wound left.
1 wound left. And then we've got the bolter shots looking for 3s. And 4s to wound. 5 wounds with a 2 up save. Brock, don't roll 1. Oh! Valdis is going down! That will be first strike. And what else can he do?
He has 3 psychic powers, so he's out.
Ouch. Ooh, so that was a pretty good opening volley for the White Scars. Next, we're going to go with this unit of bikes, the 6-man squad. We're going to be firing into... Are these the Purifiers?
No, just standard strike squad.
The strike squad. We are out of range for... we're not going to supercharge these guys. So the 2 plasma gun shots, hitting on 3s. Getting 1 hit. Looking for a 3 to wound. Getting a 3.
Yeah.
Looking for a 6 up save. Ooh, getting a 1.
Down. We'll take that guy.
And now for the bolter shots, hitting on 3s. Looking for 4s to wound. 5 wounding hits.
All right, 3 up saves.
Oh, you made them all. Nice. Next, we're going to go with the big squad of bikes here that has not fired. We are going to supercharge with the plasmas, and they're going to be going in, into the strike squad. Rapid fire range, we're getting 2 shots each, looking for 3s. Okay, so one guy misses, second guy. Oh, I rolled a 1! Not great! Do I want to spend a command point to re-roll that? I only have 5 command points.
It's early.
It is early. It is very early. I'm going to do it. Why not? I only have 5 though, but I'm going to do it. Okay. Woo! Alright, so 3 go through. Wounding on 2s. Getting 3 wounds. He's going to be a -3. 6 up save. Ooh,
Not a 1.
3 guys go down. And 3 guys go down. Who's going to be?
We'll just leave the juice to car.
And the rest of the shots from the bikes hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. We've got 12 wounding hits on the Justicar.
Can I even make 12 3-ups? Probably not, but let's hope. All but one.
Almost, but he does go down to the bolter fire.
Oh.
Switching on over now to my right flank, the multi-melta will be firing right over here into, this is a strike squad? There's 2 strike squads here, right? Oh, okay.
This is all 1 right here.
So that's all 1 right there. I gotta double check to see which one I can actually see. So I can kind of see them both. I'm gonna go for this squad over here.
Falchions.
So I'm gonna start with the multi-melta first. I did move, so I'm gonna be a -1 for the heavy. Looking for a 4, which I do hit with. Looking for 2s to wound. Getting a 3, it's gonna be a -4.
That's just 1 dead. Go
Boom. And then the bolter shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Getting only 1 wound. You get your full save.
Made it.
Made it. Very nice. And then the 3 bikes will be firing into the same squad through the window, not supercharging. The 2 plasmas on 3s, getting 2 hits, wounding on 3s, getting only 1 wound, -3.
No.
Ooh, 1 will die. And then the rest of the bikes on 3s, and 4s to wound. Not that great, only getting 2. So now you're actually full in cover, because whereas before you're not. So you get the +1 to your cover, so you get your 2 up save.
2 up.
Oh, 1 guy does go down.
Even on a 2 up.
No. We're going to quickly shift over onto my left flank with my attack bike. We're going to be firing into the Land Raider. We're looking for a 4 to hit, which we do with a 4. Toughness 8 for a strength 8, so looking for a 4 to wound. Getting a 3, negative. And we have to resolve the bolters as well on 3s, getting 3 of them. And then looking for 6s. Nothing. My other attack bike will try to do the same thing into the Land Raider on a 4, which we get on a 5. And then I'm looking for another 4. Oh, that was teetering on a 5, but I got a 3 instead. Next, we're going to go with my repulsor, and we're going to fire everything we've got into that dreadnought. We're going to start with the las cannons first, hitting on 3s. Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 6. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, getting a 1. I needed those las cannons. I'm going to combine the shots for the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon and the regular Gatling cannon. So we're looking 18 shots on 3s. And looking for 5s. Looking for a 4 up save for that -1. Ooh, made them all. Storm bolters now on 3s. Hitting with only 3. And you say your toughness 7?
Yes, toughness 7.
Oh, looking for 5s. Getting 2. 3 up save. Ooh, one goes through.
Shrug it off on a 6.
No, one does go through. And then the Icarus Ion Heavy Stubber. 3 shots, looking for 3s. Getting only 1. And looking for 5s. Nothing. Alrighty, so what I think I'm going to do now is with my other repulsor, las cannon's going to be firing through this window into that dreadnought, and then all of the other firepower. It's going to be overwhelming, but I need to do it. It's going to be actually firing through that little gap, and then I need to actually try to finish off these other 2 guys that are over here, because I really need to get the D3 for the overwhelming firepower. It's overkill, but I need to try and score the objective. So we're going to be starting with the las cannons first, because why not? It's dessert. Looking for 3s to hit. Getting only 1. That's actually what I rolled last time too. And we are looking for 3s to wound. Oh, I rolled a 1! I did the exact same thing! Alright, now these shots are going to be going into the last 2 remaining survivors. This is the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon and the Gatling Cannon. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s. We've got 8 wounds, -1. You are in cover, but with the -1, so you can have a 3-up save. Can you make them?
I gotta get him. Come on.
Oh, that's 1 dead and
there's
2 dead.
I failed exactly. Oh, no. No.
That's going to be the rest of my shooting phase. These guys have not fired, but they don't have any viable targets. I have no charges to make, so let's go ahead and consolidate and see what objectives I did go ahead and score. And now I will be getting 1 for area denial, so that's going to be pretty sweet. And I did manage to kill 3 units for overwhelming firepower, which I will be getting D3 victory points for that one. So what will I be rolling? Hopefully something good. Ooh, I rolled a 2, so I'll be getting 1 victory point for overwhelming firepower, which will give me a total of 3 points for this turn. Not bad, because 1 for first strike. So let's go right away into Grey Knight's turn 1. Starting off with the Grey Knight's movement phase. Brock, what do we got?
All right, so I got to get some psychic powers off. I'm not going to be able to get the Grey Knight tactic because I can't cast 3, but these guys are at least within range here for one of their their Vortex of Doom. So I'm just going to tuck these guys into full cover, and that's going to be it for their movement. All right, as for this guy, it's not worth it to dump troops out yet, so he's got a 10-inch move, and he's just going to make full advantage of it and say hello.
Jumping now into the Grey Knight shooting phase.
Psychic phase.
Sorry, psychic phase. Where am I jumping the gun already? Brock, what do we got?
All right, we're going to start over here with the strike squad. They are within range for your repulsor to drop a Vortex of Doom.
Ooh, that doesn't sound boding.
No. Warp charge value 8, so if I roll 7 or better because of the +1, it's going to be D6 or D3 mortal wounds. And all right, so they're going to drop Vortex of Doom, and if I roll 7 or better, it's going to be D3 mortal wounds to everything within 3 inches of the repulsor, and if I roll 12 or better, it's going to be a D6. So
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so looking for a 7.
Looking for a 7 for base, and if I get 11 or better. No,
a 4.
not even. All of that talk for nothing. All right, now for the only other psychic that I have this turn. Astral Aim on the Venerable Dreadnought hiding behind the glacier so that I can at least try to punch something.
Alrighty.
So this is going to be on a 4-up. Oh, and I make it. Wish I had gotten that reversed.
And you get the +1 for that?
Yes, so on an 8 it goes off, and
I'll see if I can try to deny. And you don't have
Yeah.
any other
No, that's it. Although 24-inch.
Oh yeah, it's way out.
Way out.
Yeah, so you do get the astral aim.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to start with this Venerable Dreadnought on Brock's right flank. He's going to be firing into my green off-white repulsor.
All right, so we're going to do autocannons first from him into the repulsor, and it's going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s.
Getting 3 hits in there.
All right. And 5s.
Getting only 1. 4 up save. Ooh, and I make it with a 5. And the big Las Caninos, same thing, into the repulsor.
All right, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. Both hits.
Oh, getting
one
only
wound.
1. Do you want to spend a command point?
No.
All right.
I'm going to hold on to him.
Ooh, I got a 6 up save. Oh no, so that's going to go through.
D6.
Go for 2 wounds. Repulsor goes down to 12 wounds. Correction, it goes down to 14 wounds. And now the Venerable Dreadnought that does have the astral aim will be firing into the same target. Looking for 2s, I imagine, with the auto
Yep.
cannons?
2s on the autocannons, and it'll be the 5s to wound.
Ooh, getting a pair. Ooh, 3 ones in there.
That's terrible. All right, 5.
Nothing.
Turn around into the last cannons now. So again, 2s. And now 3.
Ooh, got it with
Got
the
it.
last cannon. 6 up. Oh no, that does go through. D6 for 5 wounds. So apparently your last cannons can do work, but mine cannot. I go down to 9 wounds remaining. And now we're going to have the Land Raider. It's going to be firing its Hunter Killer missile into my repulsor, and then everything else is going to go into this 3-man bike squad. So we're going to change things up. The assault cannon is going to go into the front bikes, and then the bolters into the back bikes. So we're going to start with the Hunter Killer first, looking for a 3 to hit. No, we got a 1. And now we're going with the assault cannon into the front guys, looking for 3s. And looking for 3s to wound. Looking for 4s to save. Ooh, so I'm just going to lose 1 bike. Let's lose the Surgeon. And now we've got the Hurricane Bolter. We're going to throw the Storm Bolter in there as well. Looking for 3s to hit.
3s to hit.
And we're looking for 4s to wound.
5s.
Oh, 5s to wound.
Yeah, because it's 5 versus 4.
Toughness 5. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Ooh.
That was terrible.
Only getting 1. 3 up save. Made it. And that's going to be it for the Grey Knights shooting phase. Yeah, we took out a captain on my bike. So we are going to see what cards that Brock got on his turn. So you will be getting a Master of the Warp because you did both manifest and deny, but you only manifested 2. Right. Or you manifested 1.
Manifested 1, denied 1, so it's not going to be D3. And since I didn't get 3 psychic powers off, I can't get my psychic communion.
Yeah, so you will be getting this one for 1 victory point. Bringing the current score to 3-1 in favor of the White Scars. So let's now go into White Scars turn 2. So starting on my turn 2, because I did score 2 cards, I have to draw 2 this turn. Sorry, for this turn. I will be getting Kingslayer, Defend Objective number 5, Secure Objective number 5, and Secure Objective number 3. So to start off my movement phase, I will automatically, not automatically, but I'm pretty sure going to get secure objective number 3. And I think I need to make a push for objective number 5. Now the Land Raider is over there, but I think I have enough plasma and las cannons to potentially maybe open that puppy up. So I think what I'm going to do with, so this attack bike is going to stand still. With this bike squad, I think I'm going to go ahead and advance it. It goes a flat 22 inches, and he's essentially going to go right to there. My two bikers, they're going to run on up here, or not run, but they're going to drive on up to objective number 5 and stay right over there where the Land Raider is. My then big unit of bikes, we're going to drive in through this gap and go right to here next to the Land Raider. Vroom, vroom, vroom. For my unit of 3 over here, I'm going to go ahead and turbo boost these guys. So they're going to go 22, and they're essentially going to go like that. My third unit of bikes over here, they're going to go 14, which is their max distance, to right over here behind the big unit of 10. We are then with the repulsor. It's at its minimum of 9 wounds, so we're essentially just going to go right to here. And then this unit of bikes, we are just going to go and fill in this gap right over there. Oh boy.
I think the Land Raider's toast.
Maybe. I'm so sorry, Brock, if this happens. My librarian, we're going to go right over into this little gap, probably for a smite. My unit of 3 over here on my right flank, we're just going to scoot over here to actually get within range of seeing through that door the squad that's over here, the one that's hiding back here. My apothecary, he's going to drive all the way to the center, right over here, just in case there's going to be some deep striking happening from your warlord. And then I'm going to have my veterans, they're going to come on out and go right over here. And then my warlord, he's going to come on out and drive to here as well. For my attack bike, we're going to zip him on up to right over here. Now we're going to jump right into the psychic phase. We're going to try to manifest the smite. And we get it with an 11. So that's going to be the big smite.
And I have nothing in range to block it because it's 24 inches.
Oh, Brock, I'm so sorry, man.
Wait, I'll just double check it. Oh, I have 1, but there's no way I'm going to stop 11.
Yeah, because you need
I would need to...
boxcars.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Fortune favors the bold. Go for it, my man. Oh, no. All right, so it's going to do D6 mortal wounds into the Land Raider. Oh, getting 4 mortal wounds. So Brock is going to go ahead and use a true silver armor. So Brock, what does that do?
Lets me spend 1 command point, so I'll be down to 6, and it's going to give a 5 up on mortal wounds to be ignored.
Ooh, all right. So go ahead and roll 4 dice for me. Alrighty, 5 up. You ignore these. Oh no,
not a single one.
All right, we're going to jump right into the shooting phase now. We're going to start with the repulsor, the green one, and it's going to be firing everything it has into the Land Raider. We are still firing at full ballistic skill, so let's go right away with the las cannons, looking for 3s to hit. Oh, and I rolled a double 1s. Why don't I go ahead and spend a command point to re-roll one of those. And I rolled a 6, fantastic. Looking for a 3 to wound. Getting a 4. It's going to be at -3. Looking for a 5 up save. Combining both Gatling cannons on this, hitting on 3s. So I just realized something. I am within 6 inches of my general, of the captain. So I actually have to re-roll that one last cannon, because I rolled a 1 to hit. So I actually don't really need to spend the command point, but I'm going to go ahead and resolve all of these hits from the Gatling cannon first. The re-rolls for the captain from the Gatling cannon. Looking for 5s to wound. Looking for a 3 up save. 1 going through. And then the 2 storm bolters within the rapid fire range. Looking for 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. 6s to wound. Getting only 1. No minus.
All right, 2 up.
Oh, and you made it. And the Icarus Heavy Stubber on 3s. Well, getting only a 1, and then 6s. Nothing. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the las cannon reroll from the captain on bike for a 3. Okay, and then 3 to wound. No, so it comes out in the wash. But now I'm going to do the exact same thing with this repulsor into the Land Raider. Starting with the las cannons, hitting on 3s. Getting 2 hits, and looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, -3. He get 5 up save.
5 up save.
Oh, he makes one of them D6 wounds for 4 wounds. The 2 Gatling cannons on 3s. And 5s to wound. We've got a 3 up save.
Made him all.
Pretty nice. 4 shots from Stormbolter. And 6s to wound. Oh, getting 1 wound.
2 up.
Nice. And 3 shots from the Icarus Ion Cannon on 3s, getting 2 and 6s. Nothing. Now I'm going to move on to the attack bike. It's going to be firing everything into the last cannon. It did not move, so the multi-melta will be hitting on a 3, which it misses with a 2. And 4 shots with the bolter on 3s. Wow. And then looking for 6s to wound. Nothing. We're going to go ahead and start with these 2 bikers into the Land Raider. We are going to supercharge. We're going to start with the first guy looking for 3s. All right, getting 1. And then the second guy. All right, so we've got 3 hits. And then we're looking for 4s. Getting only 1. 5 up. Oh, it's going to be 2 damage.
Down to 5.
And then the bolters. 6s to wound. Nothing. Oh, getting 1. You get your 2 up save. Oh, you made it. 6-man bike squad over here. Same thing. Supercharging. First guy on 3s. Both hits. Second guy on 3s. Oh, we're getting 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting only 2. -3. Oh, we are going to be taking another 2 damage. So yeah, it's going to be 4 damage down to 1 wound remaining. And the bolters on 3s and 6s. Getting 2. 2 up save. Ooh, good. The 6-man bike squad on the left trying the same thing. First guy supercharging with a plasma on 3s, both hit. Second guy, oh, all 4 hit. Looking for 4s to wound. We're getting 2 of them. -3.
5 up.
Oh, 4 damage. The Land Raider does go down.
Wait,
does it explode?
Wait. Explode!
No! So the Land Raider is now destroyed, and we've successfully were able to disembark some of the gentlemen, but only 2 guys were unable to get out.
2 of the purifiers couldn't quite fit, so this is the best we can do. Gingerly remove. Someone's gonna fall, of course.
And now we have to roll collectively how many men were in there? 13, I believe?
There were 13, 2 didn't make it, so there's still 11 standing.
All right, now we got to see. Now it's exploded. 13 guys inside. Any ones? There'll be some mortal wounds. Getting only 1 mortal wound.
All right, I will take it from... we'll do this falchion guy.
Alrighty, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go with these 3 Marines on bikes, and we're going to be firing into that Purifier squad.
Squad of 3.
We're not going to supercharge with them, but we are within a rapid fire range. So for the first guy on 3s, both hit, and the second guy also hits. And then wounding on 3s, getting 2 wounds, -3. 6 up save. Ooh, 2 do go down. And then the bikes on 3s. And looking for 4s. You get your full save.
All right, 3 ups. Made him!
The librarian will fire his bike into those 2 guys as well. On
just either the one guy or these.
Oh, because it's right. Okay, we'll fire it into the 1 guy over there on 3s. All hit and 4s. Getting 2 wounds. You get your regular save. Oh, he does go down, unfortunately.
Goodbye.
Next, what we're going to do is we're going to be firing with my veterans. Everyone's going to be firing their plasmas and their bolters into the next Purifier squad. And I suppose we will supercharge these guys because the captain is nearby. 5 plasma guns hitting on 3s. I do get to reroll. Alright, so only getting 4 and then wounding on 2s. So they all wound. These are going to be at -3.
So 6s, right? 4?
Yep. Ooh, 4 of them
That's
do
the
go
squad.
down.
Bye, Purifiers. It was nice knowing you.
Moving now onto my right flank, my 3 bikers are going to fire through the window into the strike squad. We're not going to supercharge with the plasma, so just 2 shots each on 3s. Both hit, and then wounding on 3s. Both will wound -3.
6s.
No, 2 die. Sorry, it would have been 5s, but yeah, you failed them both because you are in cover, so just still 2 guys go down. And now for the bikes on 3s and 4s. 2 up save. Losing a guy. My warlord's going to be firing next. Actually, got to measure the distance. Scratch that. He's actually out of range, so he can't actually target anybody now. So that is going to be the end of my shooting phase. I don't think I'm going to make any charges for this turn. So that's essentially all I'm going to be doing. So we only have one morale check to do, which is going to be over here. On a 6+, you're going to lose a guy. Oh no!
Reroll because
they shall know no fear. Okay, you are good. In terms of my objectives, I will be getting secure objective number 3, and I do get secure objective number 5, and I'm halfway to getting defend objective number 5. So Brock scored a 1 card, our tactical objective, so he will be able to draw 2 this turn. He will be getting no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during this turn. If between 3 and 5 enemy units were destroyed during your turn, you score D3. Additionally, you will be getting Big Game Hunter. So essentially anything that has more than 10 wound characteristics, so you'll be going after my repulsors. Yes. Start of the movement phase.
So the brother captain, the ancient, and the apothecary are all just going to be like, hey, we're going to converge here in the middle, strength in numbers. So these guys are just going to move a little bit further over so they can be in Vortex of Doom range.
And then coming out from Teleportarium, we have Drago and your Warlord, the Nemesis Dread Knight, or the Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight armor. Alright, Psychic phase, what do we got?
Alright, because we're doing our whole paintball war, these guys are all just shouting out their psychic abilities like a good old LARP session. Just
Lightning Bolt! Lightning Bolt!
Firebolt, everything. So we're going to start here with the few remaining from the strike squad, and they're going to do Vortex of Doom. Again, try it on the repulsor.
Okay.
So,
the black one?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the nearest one within 12, so on a 7 it'll go off. On an 11 it's going to be D6, so.
Ooh, getting a 4.
Not good.
Alright, what is next?
Alright, next we're going to come on to the Grandmaster, and he's going to cast Sanctuary on himself for 5.
Ooh,
Gets it.
What is that, 6 because of +1?
It's 7, so it's actually 8,
Oh,
and
8,
it goes off on a 6.
I'm going to attempt to try and deny that. So I got to get a 9?
9 or better.
Ooh, I got a 9.
Ooh, buddy.
Alright, now we're going to go for Astral Aim on that Dreadnought.
Requirement. Gets it.
Nice. We're going to go for Hammerhand on Drago now. What is he looking for that one?
He needs to show a 5 because it's a warp charge of 6. And if he gets it, he's going to add 1 to any wound rolls you make with melee weapons.
Okay.
Until the next psychic phase. So, gets it.
Nice. With a 4. Or, sorry, yeah, he got it.
Yep. All right, next I'm going to use Purge Soul with the Brother Captain, and because the banner's nearby, he goes from leadership 9 to 10. So on a warp charge value 4 or better, it'll go off. And it goes off.
All right, so you got it.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little roll-off. We're going to add our respective leaderships. It's going against this squad. So we roll whatever d6 plus leadership. If I show a higher value total, you take the difference in mortal wounds.
Alrighty. So my leadership is going to be 8. Yours is 10. So we just compare our values of 2d6?
We 1d6
Oh, 1d6.
We add it to our leadership.
Okay.
So
you got, oh jeez. So you got 16. I can't beat that.
well, you have to roll because it's the difference.
All right. Okay.
So 2 plus 10
It's
so
10.
So you take 6 mortal wounds.
So that's going to make me lose 3 bikes. Ouch.
All right, now it's going to be Smite City. So we'll start with the Venerable Dreadnought, and closest is going to be over here. So 4 goes off for 1 mortal wound. Next one is going to be this guy, and he's going to be closest here. So again, on a 4, goes off.
Smite, so I'll just take another. It's D6 or is it D3?
Just straight 1 mortal wound. Everything is mortal wounds from him, just 1.
All right. Next guy.
The next guy is going to be this one. He does have the D6 from the banner.
Okay.
So he's going to go near a squad. So on a 4, it'll go off. Goes off. D6 for 4.
4. So that's enough to kill 2 guys. We'll do these 2.
And then checking the difference between the Brother Captain and these guys, they're just a little bit closer. So on a 4, goes off. 1 more wound.
1 more wound. Boom, boom.
And then Drago still has a Smite to cast, so he's going to cast it here for 1.
And is it just 1 or is it
Just
D4?
flat 1. And then he still has 1 more Smite power left, so he's going to go and cast it on the Repulsor. And it goes off for 10 total.
Jumping into the shooting phase now, you're going to be spending a 1 command point for the stratagem.
It's actually 2 command points,
2 command points.
And it's Psychic Onslaught. So it's going to take the Gatling Silencer and it's going to raise it to Strength 5 with AP -1.
We're going to be starting now with the Venerable Dreadnought. Where's he going to be firing?
So he's going to sink his into his good old buddy here.
The Repulsor.
Into the Repulsor.
We're looking for 2s to hit.
4 shots, 2s.
How about 1 and
5s.
Ooh, getting only 1. Minus?
AP -2.
AP -1. I get a 4-up save. Ooh, no, that does just 2 damage.
2 damage flat.
And the las cannons.
Hitting on 2. Both hit. Wounding on 3s.
Ooh, double 2s. Do you want to spend
Command point. Made it.
Getting 6-up save. Ooh, no, I rolled a 1. D6 wounds. Ooh, for 2 wounds. Going down to 5.
All right, I'm going to have the Paladin Ancient now with his Psy Cannon sink it into the Repulsor. It's going to hit on 3s and it's going to wound on 5s. So heavy 4.
Getting 2 hits. And looking for 5s. Getting only 1 AP.
AP -1 for 1 damage.
4-up save. Ooh, made it. Excuse me, made it with a goatee. I'm choking over here. And now we're going to go on to the Venerable Dreadnought that has the Psychic Aim. He's going to be picking the Repulsor that is extremely weakened. Looking for 2s, I imagine?
Looking for 2s, going to wound on 5.
And this is with the autocannon.
Yep, with the autocannon. So all but 1, 5s,
Getting
gets
2. -1, 4-up. Ooh, I make 1, so flat 2 damage. And now the las cannons.
Again, looking for 2s.
Get them both.
Looking for 3s.
Ooh, getting only 1. 6 up save. Ah!
All right, so the brother captain is going to turn around and go at this guy. He has the Fury of Deimos relic. So it is a rapid fire 3, so it'll be 6 shots at strength 5, AP -1. He's going to hit on 2s. All right, going to wound on 4s.
Ooh, nice roll.
That's a great roll.
I got a 4 up save. He's dead. Wow.
All right, I'm going to have the apothecary sink rounds over here. He's got 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s.
Ooh, getting a 1 wound, a minus.
No.
No minuses. 3 up save. Ooh, make it with a 4. Drago is going to be firing next.
Yep, just standard Stormbolter, so it's going to be 4 shots over here into the squad, and he's going to hit on 2s.
Making all but 1.
Reroll because he's Drago.
Still getting a 1. Toughness 5.
Versus 4, so
5 up.
And get to reroll because he's Chapter Master.
Ooh, look at that. Trip 5s. 3 up save. Make them all. Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight armor.
He's going to start with his Incinerator, and it's going to be heavy D6.
Into the repulsor.
For
Getting
2.
2. Looking for 5s to wound. Or to hit, right? Or
5 to wound.
To wound, yeah. Getting only 1. Looking for a 4 up save, which I make with a 5. The Gatling Silencer, same target, looking for 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Looking for 5s to wound. Looking for a 4 up save. Ooh, making them both. Going right into the charge phase now. Brock, where do we want to charge?
We'll start with
Nemesis Dread Knight?
Nemesis Dread Knight, and he's going to go with the Repulsor.
Oh, we got a ton of Overwatch.
We have a ton of Overwatch, but he needs his 9-inch charge.
All right, let's do some Overwatch. Gatling Cannon and Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon combined. Looking for 6s. Looking for 5s to wound. Ooh, getting 2 is going to be a -1. 3 up save. Ooh, 1 wound does go through. 2 times Stone Bolter within half range. Looking for 6s. Nothing. The Icarus gun, I forgot his name, hitting on 6s. Nothing. And now the las cannons on 6s. Oh, we got 1 with the las cannon! Looking for 3s to wound. Oh, I got a 1. You know what? I'm just spending command point. Oh, I got a 4. It's going to be a -3. I imagine you do get your 4 up invul.
I will.
What? What's it going to be? I got a 5! He needs a 9-inch charge.
I do have first of the fray, so I do get a reroll.
Oh, and he doesn't even need it with a 10. The Nemesis Dread Knight Grandmaster. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Woo, woo. Drago now is going to be charging my 2... oh, geez. I hit the camera. 2 of my bikers. I will be overwatching. We're going to supercharge because, hey, why not? Looking for 6s with 4 shots. Ooh, getting nothing. And the bikes themselves, getting 2 hits and 4s to wound. Nothing. 9-inch charge. Ooh, nothing. I want to reroll that.
I'm going to reroll that command point.
Ooh, still a 1. The brother captain now is going to be charging into both of these squads, the 2 and the 3. So let's overwatch.
Danger close.
We're going to start with the 2 guys first, the 2 bikers. Supercharge, hitting on 6s. Nothing. Second guy. Oh, we got 1 supercharge hit. Looking for a 2 to wound. And we got it. It's going to be a -3.
4 up invuln.
Oh, no, he's going to take 2 damage. And then the bikes. Nothing. And then the squad of 3, we're going to supercharge them as well. 6s. Nothing. And then the other one. Oh, we got another one. 2s to wound. Oh, another -3.
4 up.
Oh, another 2 damage. And the bolters. Oh, bolters did nothing. We need a 5-inch charge for him. Oh, and we make it with a 7.
Boink.
And now we're going to have both of these guys, the Ancient with the banner, and this is the Apothecary?
Yes.
They're going to be charging both of these squads as well.
So
The Apothecary needs a 5-inch charge, which he fails, and then he needs a 7-inch for the Ancient. Oh, and he does get it with a 12, more than enough. Boom. And then actually he's going to be going into there because they cleared both targets. Jumping right into the combat phase, where would you like to start?
I'm going to start with the Brother Captain. Because of the banner, he's going to get to make 1 additional attack, so he has 5 attacks with his Nemesis Force Sword.
And you want to go into these 3 bikers?
Into the squad of 3, and he's going to be hitting on a 2-up.
Oh, all but 1. So looking for 5s to wound. Ooh, nothing. Do you want to spend a command point to reroll, or do you want to save it for later?
I'll save it.
And the Ancient's going to be going next into the 2 biker squad.
So he's going to be hitting on a 2-up.
All hit but 1. And then wounding on 5s.
5s.
Getting 2. 3 up on my armor save. I make them both. Grandmaster and the Nemesis Dread Knight armor is going to be going next into my repulsor.
So he is going to hit on 2s for 5 attacks.
Any rerolling ones?
Yep.
Nice.
Made him.
Wounding on 4s. Oh, all but 1. I've got a 6-up save. Oh, making none of them. Damage?
4d6.
Oh, just that's 5, 6, 7, 11 wounds. Ouch! Dropping me down to 4 wounds remaining. We're going to go now into my strikes back. We're going to go with the 2 guys on bike into your Ancient. We've got 1 attack each, hitting on 3s. Both will hit. And wounding on 4s. Getting only 1 wound. 2-up save for the Terminator armor, and he makes it.
He uses the power of the cloth to protect him.
And now we're going to strike back with these 3 fine gentlemen. 2 bikers again, hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. Nothing. Sergeant has 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Getting only 1. Wounding on 3s with the power axe, which I fail with a 2. The repulsor gets to attack back, heavily bracketed. 1 attack on a 6+. Ooh, nothing. For the 6-man bikes over there, I lost 3. So on a 6+, I'll lose somebody. Ooh, I got a 5, so I'm A-okay over there. So looking at the tactical objectives, you will get Psychic Communion. You'll be getting D3.
Because I got 6 or more.
Oh, so you get 1 for that, and then you will get no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed. You did destroy my attack bike, so you'll get 1 for that one. Bringing the current score to 5-3 in the favor of the White Scars. So now let's go ahead into turn number 3 for the White Scars. So I actually did forget something. On Brock's last turn, I would be getting defend number 5 because I actually have more models within 5 than he does. So I would be getting it. So it scores actually 6-3, not 5-3. So now I have to, with my cards, I have to draw up to 6, and 6 is the amount of that you're allowed to draw because I had scored 3 the last turn. And there's technically no limit to the amount of cards that you can have kind of within your queue. So the 6 cards that I'm going to be getting are No Prisoners, defend objective number 4, secure objective number 3, advance, master of the warp, and defend objective number 1. Correction, defend objective number 5 is worth 2 points, so the score is actually 7 to 3, not 6 to 3. Jumping right into my movement phase, I think with my 3 bikers over here on my right flank, I'm going to drive them on up near defend objective number 1. I'm going to have to get out of my deployment zone. I'm not going to go for defend number 4. I might go ahead and keep that for a little bit. So with my attack bike, I'm going to go ahead and boost it up just a little bit near objective number 1. With my repulsor, I'm going to go ahead and fall back with it 3 inches. For my bikers that are currently engaged in combat, I'm going to fall these guys back and fall these guys back as well. My repulsor over here, he's just going to move 3 like so. My librarian's going to get a little danger close to your Grandmaster. Unit of 3 bikers over here. I think they are going to drive right into this little pocket right there. This one biker that's left beside your, what's he called?
Apothecary.
Apothecary, thank you. He's just going to zip right beside him here. And then for the bikes that are right over here, we're just going to zip them right over here, I think. So have this squad come over to here. Kind of ending a little bit like so. Then for my veterans, we're going to start kind of positioning them right over here. I think something like this. Actually ending just like so with my veterans. And then with my Rev Captain, he's going to go 14 through this gap and end right over here. And then with my Apothecary, I'm going to drive him right to here to keep the veterans company. All right, we're going to jump right into this psychic phase now. With my Librarian, we are going to go for Null Zone. It does go off on an 8 if successful. An enemy unit within 6 inches of my Psyker, so the Librarian on bike, cannot take invulnerable saves. So we are looking for an 8. Oh, and I'm going to be getting a 9. Do I want to spend a command point to try to make that better? I think I'm going to keep a 9. I'm going to keep a 9. Oh boy. Oh buddy boy. Ah! Yes! Okay. I can manifest 2 powers. So let's go ahead. I can either do Smite or Might of Heroes. Let's go for Smite. And we failed anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a command point. Alright, so we got it with a 6. Whew, you'll probably deny that. Yeah, of course. Alrighty, now we're gonna go right into my shooting phase. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this bike squad. And we're going to be firing into, what's this guy's name again?
Brother Captain.
The Brother Captain. And we are going to be supercharging for the first guy, hitting on 3s. I did roll a 1, so he's... And then for the second guy, we got 2 hits, so 3 hits total. Looking for 2s to wound. Getting 2 in total. This is going to be a -3. 4 up, invulnerable save. Oh, he's going to take 4 damage.
He dead.
He is dead. D-E-D, dead. That's a Spawn reference for anyone who didn't know.
Sorry, Jim. He's dead.
But the plasma guy.
Soul.
Boom, dead. So the one White Scar biker over here that's next to your Apothecary is going to be supercharging into him. Looking for 3s to hit. Of course I'd roll a 1. And we are going to be looking for 2s to wound. Getting a 2, it's going to be a -3.
Well, it's a 5-up invuln anyways. Here we go.
No, so just flat 2 damage. And we have his bike on 3s, and then 4s. Just 2 wounds. You get your 2-up armor save. Yep, you're okay, but he does die. My attack bike that's holding objective number 3 has to shoot at the Dreadnought, so I'll go ahead and do that. Actually, no, I think this guy, I think one of these two actually, no, I think the Ancient is actually closer. I'm going to double check that. Yeah, the Ancient's way closer, so we're going to go ahead and light him up. We're going to be hitting on a 3 with a multi-melta, which we fail, and then we're going to start with the bolter on the bike. 4 shots, hitting on 3s, all but 1, and then wounding on 4s. 1, you get your 2-up armor, which you make. My very wounded repulsor is going to be firing into the Nemesis Dreadnought. Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon and the regular Gatling Cannon hitting on 5s. Oh. Wounding on 5s. Ooh, getting only 1. Going to be a -1.
So
3-up save. Made it. 2 times Storm Molders for 8 shots, hitting on 5s. 5s to wound. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Getting 3 in there. 2-up save. Ooh, he's going to be taking a wound. 3 for the Icarus. On 5s, nothing. And 2 for the last cannons, nothing. The off-white green repulsor is going to try to do the exact same thing. Both of the Gatling cannons on 5s. And 5s again. 3-up save. Ooh, you take 2. And then 8 shots for those storm bolters. And 5s. Getting 1. 2-up save. Nice. 3 Icarus on 5s, making 1 and 5s. No, nothing. Las Caninos, making 1. 3s to wound. Oh, I made it. -3, but you get 4-up invul. Ooh, you got a 1. Do you want to spend a command point to reroll?
Command point it.
Oh, it's a 1 again. D6 wounds. And I got a 6 for 6 wounds, dropping him down to 2. The 3 bikes that are going to be over here next to the Nemesis Dreadnought, we are going to be supercharging with our plasma guns. So the first guy on 3s, getting 1, and then the second guy getting 2. Wounding on 3s. Oh, getting nothing. And the bikes on 3s. And 5s to wound. 2-up save. And you made it. My attack bike's going to be going into the Nemesis Dreadnought. I did move, so I'm going to be at -1 for firing the multi-melta. So looking for a 4, which I do hit with. Looking for a 3 to wound. And ooh, and it turned over to a 3. You do get your 4-up invul. Oh no! So 2d6 and choose the highest. And we're gonna go with 5 wounds, which is enough to take out the Nemesis Dreadnought.
Last command point. All right, I'm using that last command point for only in death does duty end. And when my character dies, he gets to shoot as if it was a shooting phase, so he's going to at least get some retaliation.
And where are you going to go into?
Repulsor!
All right. Which one?
The one for 4 directly in front of me.
All right, so the off-white black.
Yes.
Heavy d6 from the incinerator for 2. And then, what do we, 2, or is he bracketed?
At this point, he is going to hit with 4s.
Getting 2 hits. I'm toughness 8.
And it is strength 6, so need 5s.
Getting nothing. So actually, before we go any further, Brock and I just checked something before you guys already leave a comment. And the heavy incinerator automatically hits. So I don't know if we actually noticed that back before with the other heavy incinerator.
I think we did then, but when you asked me, does it still hit on bracket? I got confused and I was like, oh yeah, roll to hit.
No problem. So at least, so we checked the tape and we rolled a 6 and a 4 to wound. So we're going to keep that 6. It's -1.
-1.
All right, so I owe you a 4-up save. And I got it with a 4. And now for the Gatling Silencer, hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
And wounding on 6s. Nothing. And with that last volley, the great Grandmaster and Nemesis Dread Knight armor goes down. No. We're going to go with my Librarian next. They're going to be firing into Strike Squad.
Yep. The last 2 survive.
All right, hitting on 3s. All hit and wounding on 4s. All wound. You will be getting +1 to this because you are in cover. So 2-up save. And you make them all.
There you go.
My Apothecary is going to be firing into the Ancient. The Ancient is the closest target, not being the Strike Squad, with his bike hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1 because of my... the one there... Hold on. I thought I had grabbed... I thought that was a 3, so yeah, re-rolling 2 1s. So all will hit. And actually, this 6 is going to be Storm of Fire. So this one's going to be at -1. Nope, never mind. Scratch that. I have to roll to wound first. We're looking for 4s to wound. All right, gosh, we have 2 of them. All right, they're going to be at -1, and 1, you're going to get your regular 2-up save. So the 1 at the 2-up save, you are good, and then you have 2 at -1.
So 3-ups.
Make them both. Next, we're going to be going with my Veterans, and I suppose we'll go after your Ancient. We'll fire everything into him, and we will supercharge as well. So the first guy hitting on 3s, getting 1. Second guy, third guy, fourth guy, and the 5th guy. Not a 1 in them. Wounding on 3s. 5-up invulnerable save. So you're going to take 4 wounds. And the bikes now, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. Wounding on 4s. And we're only going to get 2 that are going to be at -1. So 2 saves at -1, so 3-up save. He is good, and then you have 5 2-up saves. And he does go down. Down goes Frasier. No. Now we're going to go with my Warlord. He's going to be firing into those 2 gentlemen left, the Strike Squad, with his bike, hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1, so they all hit, and wounding on 4s. One of these are going to be at AP -1. So which ones would you like to roll first? 2 at regular save, so you get 2. Actually, you get a +1 because you're in cover. So your 2-up save.
So 2-up for 1.
2 of them at 2-up.
2-up.
Good, and then 1 at -1, so a 3-up save. Good. Going into the charge phase, I think what we're going to do is with these bikers, we're going to go ahead and charge into your Apothecary. You do get your Overwatch.
4 shots from Stormbolters.
Ooh, getting 1. I am Toughness 5.
All right, so need 5.
Ooh, and you got it. No minus to that?
None.
All right, I get my 3-up save. Ooh, I do take a wound. My charge is going to be a 5.
Should be in.
So I'll take a wound over here, and that will give me enough to just... and then... to there. I'll have 4 basic attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. Only getting 1. You get your full 2-up save. Nice. And the Sergeant with the Power Axe, hitting on 3s. Nothing.
So 4 attacks from the Apothecary with the warding staff, so 2s.
All but 1. Toughness 5 to your strength 6 because of the staff.
Right, so 3s.
Ooh, getting two wounds on me. AP -1, I have a 4-up save. Oh, double ones, I'm gonna lose a bike, and one guy will take a wound.
It's D3.
Oh, look at this guy coming in with the sneaky sneaks! I'll be taking... so yeah, I'll just lose... not
It's 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Just losing 2 bikers. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I suppose you did tell me and I just wasn't listening. This did not go according to plan. So that's going to be it for the rest of my phase. So let's go ahead and consult the cards. Alrighty, taking a look at the cards. I did get, I'm halfway to defending objective number 1. I will be getting 1 for Master of the War. I will be getting another one for Advance, getting everyone out of my deployment zone. I'll be getting another one for Secure Objective number 3. I won't be getting one for Defend number 4 because that one is wholly within my deployment zone. I will be scoring D3 for Kingslayer. So survey says, I'll be getting 3 for Kingslayer. And then for no prisoner, score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during this turn. And I'll actually be scoring D3 because I killed your warlord and 2 other characters. So D3. Oh, another 3 victory points over there. Ouch. Giving me 9 victory points this turn. So the total is going to be... So that 9 just boosted me to 16 to 3. Wow, that was a big hit, or that was really great for me this turn. And the 4 cards that Brock is going to be scoring or generating is going to be No Witnesses. This one is going to be score 1 victory point if all your opponent's character models have been removed as casualties.
Don't think I'm going to have that.
Mission Critical Objective. And the D6 roll is going to be objective number 3. Your next card is going to be the last one.
Nope. One more.
It's 4. Oh, yeah, right. Teleport attack. Score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy unit was destroyed by a unit in your army that used a teleport strike, personal teleporters, or a warp emergency ability to arrive on the battlefield this turn. So you can't actually physically do this card, so what we're going to do is we'll just get rid of it, and you can draw another one. Secure objective number 1, and then your last card, Kingslayer. All right, Brock, going into your movement phase, what do we got?
Well, I think what we have is a total and utter defeat of the Grey Knights. Looking at what I have for tactical objectives, first off, I've got 3 victory points to 16. What I have to either get to objective 3 or objective 1. If I still had the Dread Knight, 1 would be kind of possible. It would be close to possibly taking out both your character and warlord. You've got 3 characters in play. I can't clear all of those. My guys move at most 5 inches every turn. I'm not going to be able to get across the board to get to them. I just think that there's no way for me to catch up, and it's an overwhelming firepower on your side to prevent me from getting anywhere I need to go. So, personal victory and kind of taking the repulsors down to next to nothing, but even they're going to be a problem after, this turn if they don't go. So.
Right. So you're going to call it?
I'm going to call it. It's done.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for that game. Yeah, as always. And that's going to be another victory for the White Scars. I think that's going to be their second victory. So I think they're like 2 to 29. I didn't actually have that many games with them, but I think I'm starting to get a little bit better with these guys. Starting to think a little bit more tactfully. So a quick little recap. What do you think you would have done differently, or maybe something you would have brought differently?
Definitely done differently. Voldus was a mistake in how I deployed him. he was sitting in front of the line. My thought was, oh, he's in the building, he's safe, and I forgot, windows, people can see through them. So he should have been behind the strike squad instead of in front. That's definitely a key flaw. The Land Raider over here getting swarmed early, it held a majority of my potential wounds, and while it was a good plan, it just got swarmed. And I like the purifiers, it's a good idea, but just getting them reliably across the board is the biggest problem.
Fair enough, fair enough. I think I like this list at 2,000 points. I like the repulsors being able to kind of hide behind them, and then as they move up, the rest of the army kind of spreads out with them. This game, they really didn't do that much. The last cannons kind of really failed, and they didn't really do much. But the really stars of the show, I think, were the majority of the plasma guns, and just like you said, excuse me, that overwhelming firepower. But Brock, thank you so much for coming in and having that really great game with me. I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I hope that all of you enjoyed that game as well. I know there's a really big love for the White Scars online, and I know you guys really enjoy watching me play White Scars, especially when there is a victory. So everyone at home, thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.